He was like, okay, can you do nails? I said, yes, madam, I can do nails. Actually, it was a very big salon. So they said, okay. She called the manager to take me. Her name is Esther. So Esther took me and and went to the nail department for me to do the nails so that they can see if I'm good or not. So I tried my best. I did what I can. So after I'm done, she looked at it. She was like, okay, it's not that 100%, but we can work with you. Because there's this other lady they employed there. She's also good. That most of the things she's going to teach me for me to, to be very perfect, So I said, okay, that's fine. So they said, when can I start to work? I tell them anytime. Even today, I can even start because that place is very nice. They said, okay, it's fine. I should come tomorrow. Tomorrow I should start to work. So tomorrow, I ironed my, clothes. Because when I went back then, I told my sister I got the job. They said I must come out. So my sister was happy, even the husband. So I started working from there. So that was where I now learned some other things, how to do makeup. Because those salons, they were partnering with Sleek. Most of you that do makeup, Sleek product. So I think they are partnering with Sleek. So everything they used there was Sleek product. So sometimes whereby people they come for, maybe they are going for an occasional stuff. The ladies, they are going for maybe an event or wedding event. The manager she's the one that normally do their makeup. So when I'm less busy from my department, I have to come to that side where she does the makeup. So from there I started learning and learning. Because also they do hair there. It's a very big salon. They do waxing for the body, waxing for the eyebrows, tweezing, threading. They do a lot of things there. They even got more. It's a very big place. So I really thank God that I got to know that salon. I got to be in contact with that salon, and they give me that opportunity to employ me. Although I'm not that yet 100% perfect, it was actually a platform that God used to develop me more. So while I was there, so the madam called me and said, you are too clean for doing this nail because of the way I was dressed. I always dress formal. So she said to me that I want you to go in hair department and waxing department. She doesn't want me to go for the massage because she said in that massaging side, the women they go naked. She doesn't want me to be there. There's a lot of temptation. I said no, it's fine. I don't even want to go there. So she wanted me to learn the makeup, the hair, and the waxing. So from there I gathered the experience of, because actually I was very good at drawing. So the eyebrow I can do nicely. So from there the madam was like, you say you are doing very well. You must be in this department. So from there I started learning and learning. Before I know what is happening, to God may have it, I started doing well in, eyebrows. Started doing well with eyeshadow, contouring, bronzer. Mention them, because now a lot of things are now working together. Because remember, I learned how to do the eyelashes from Ebony State, where I learned how to do the nails and stuff. So the whole thing was now coming together. So the madam was like, you are doing well, so I want you to be here. So starting from that period, anytime we have a client and the manager is not around, they will call me for me to come and do because of my eyebrow was on point. Actually, most of the girls, they are very good in eyeshadows and the lipstick and stuff. So, but me, my greatest highlight mark was on the eyebrows. I'm very good in eyebrows. So, whenever people they come, they call me. If I'm not busy at the nail section, they call me. So I go there to do the eyebrows. So from there, the makeup was introduced to me. I won't say that I'm that perfectly well good, but yeah, a lot from there. Joining the waxing of a thing, I learned how to wax there, learned how to do the massage, pedicure. What else? I learned how to blade, to do hair. Like, I learned a lot from that salon. Honestly, like, God bless that woman. I learned a lot from her salon. You know, she's a very generous woman, a very kind woman. She's down to earth. You know, she cares. You know, for other people. Like, she actually did a lot for me. You know, then she actually did a lot for me. God will bless her for me. So yeah, from there was this time where I was watching the Nigerian under-17. They were playing, I think it was in Dubai. I think it was in Dubai or Germany. I think it was in Dubai, I don't know. They won the cup. I watched that game in the salon, in that salon where I was working now, that sleek salon. When I finished watching that game, I started crying. Tears was dropping down my eyes. In there where I was watching, I went at the backyard and I started crying. I said to myself, I feel like I belong in this department where these people are. I don't know, but I feel that thing inside of me, that I belong here. Starting from that moment, I was down. The passion for going to salon started going down. When I come at work, like, that desire to do those things was not there anymore. At a point, I started missing work. The madam was now troubling me, like, what's going on? Why am I late? And all this. So I started coming up with a story. Because of that game that I watched, the under-17 Nigeria winning the World Cup, you know, I was so emotionally down. So at a point, I couldn't bear it any longer. I have to come up with a story to the madam, because every time I go home, I always think about it. Like, I always think about this thing. You know, this is what I actually have passion for. When I mean passion, I mean passion. Like, what I actually have passion for. You understand? So I came up with a story to my madam that, you know what, I hope she doesn't see this video, but that was a long time ago. So what do you think? If she sees it, Mom, I'm really sorry. I have to do what I have to do. So yeah, I came up with a story to her that I want to go back to school. I want to go back to university. That my parents want to send me back to school, so they want me back in Ebonyi State. So she was not happy about it. You know, after, you know, learning all those things from her, she was not really happy about it. She released me, and I came back to Ebonyi State. Started training, and also started doing I started training and also started working at the previous place that I learned those names. So, but I was not there full time. I was concentrating now on more soccer. Then sometimes part time I just go there, you know, just to help the guy, because now, you know, like I've worked there before, so he allows me to come and help him. You know, when I finish helping him, he will just give me some money, you know. So from there I started looking for an opportunity for me to travel. Not going to my brother, for me to travel, you know, outside to go and play soccer. You know, I wrote later, I remember I wrote, later I was going to my church, because I'm a Catholic. I was baptized. I did my confirmation, my baptism, everything I did there. So I was going in our diocese, to give them the letter for the fathers to help me, to sponsor me, for me to fulfill my dream that I love soccer. I want to become a professional soccer player. I just want them to help me to travel outside. Most of them, they responded, some didn't respond. So most of the fathers, said to me, you know what, that if they can sponsor me, they can, but it's not easy. There are so many people, that they have to also cater for and stuff. It wasn't easy, honestly. It wasn't easy. At that particular point, like, I was down. I was really down. Like, when I mean I was down, I was really down. You see, I couldn't do anything. The only thing that I was thinking is about soccer. Anything, there is no option. Like, whatever option that comes my way, if it's not about soccer, it's not for me. Then I was very depressed. I was going into emotional stress, I'm telling you. So at the point, my mom was, consoling me, giving me words of encouragement that if this is really actually what God has for me, that definitely is going to come to pass. You get it? Yeah, so at a point, my brother called in again, said, how am I doing with the job and everything? So my father said to him that I'm not doing well, okay. And if I'm not doing well, okay, I know the job that he cannot send for me. My brother sent for me. I applied by the special grace of God. I was granted a visa to come to South Africa. I came to South Africa. When I came to South Africa, the weather was not good as the weather back home in my country, Nigeria, because in my country, Nigeria, the weather is very hot. It's very hot in Nigeria. The weather there is very, very hot. So, but now in South Africa, the weather is very cold. Like when I came during the time, I think it was during August, April, somewhere there. So it was very cold, it was very cold. I even started having blockage of nose and sinuses. So when I came, this was a different place. Like South Africa was very beautiful. I can even speak there. I'm adapted to most of their accent, the way they talk. South Africa was so beautiful. It was very beautiful. South Africa was very beautiful. So when I came, they came to pick me at the airport. My brother brought me in the house. I couldn't take my bath because it was very cold. It was really cold. For 3 days, I didn't take my bath. It was very cold. But I was using heater, but I couldn't take my bath. I was freezing. I was really freezing. So the following day, I had to struggle to go and take my bath. So from there, he started showing me around, I'm in South Africa, and this is a new place. Everything, the language is different, food is different. I was like, wow, God. But before then, I knew God was gonna, see me through, because I knew that God has a place for me, a bigger place. When I mean a bigger place, there is a place, I feel it in my soul. God got this great place that He wants to put me. You understand? So I just need to just be working with him by faith. You understand? I knew I was gonna travel. Even before that phone call from my brother came, I knew I was gonna travel, but I don't know how I'm going to travel. You understand? I even told my dad this other time we were watching John Mikel was playing. I told my dad, you know, I'm going to become a very big soccer player one day. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know it will happen. I just feel it in my soul, you know, that it's going to happen. You know, I'm not just saying it just because I want to say it. I can feel it. I knew that God was backing it up. I knew that I was not just saying it because I'm maybe out of, you know, when I say out of ego or pride. No, I was saying it because I feel like, you know, this. I feel the spirit. I feel like the spirit of God was, you know, giving me those utterances that you are meant to be great. You know, you are meant to be somewhere. So I can feel it in my soul. So I told my dad, I said, my dad, I don't know, but one day I'm going to be great. I'm going to play soccer in a very big level. I don't know how it's going to come, but I know God will do it. That was way back before the phone call of my brother that he wanted me to come to South Africa. So, but now coming to South Africa, I was like, God, why would I come to South Africa for me to start to do nails? I thought it was going to be soccer related, not, you know, nails, hair, eyelashes and stuff. So, but at a point, you know, I said that God works in a mysterious way, because the Bible said that the ways of a righteous man is ordered by the Lord. So sometimes God wants to take you in a throne, but the way He's going to take you to that throne might be a very difficult way, in a way that you yourself, you won't understand, because God is a how will I say it? Like God works in a way whereby we can't understand Him, you know, with our own imagination. Like the story of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph had a dream, telling his brother and the father his dream. They tried so many things for the dream not to come to pass. They even tried to put him in the pit. From there they took him out, sold him. He went to Potiphar's house. From there they took him to the prison. So in all those processes and in all those things that was going on, the dream was still with him. In his own mindset, in his own thought, there was no way he was gonna say, God will give me this dream, you want to take me to the throne. Why would He take me through this process? In our own mindset, there's no way you can tell that this is actually God's plan to put him to the throne. You see, so that story also encouraged me. I was like, okay, you never know. Just have faith in God and don't try to figure out the process, how God is going to work it out. Just believe Him, although you might not see it, you know, in your own way, your own vision, but just believe Him, have faith in Him. He's going to work out everything for you. So you know, that story of Joseph also helped me. So I was like, you know what, it's fine, I'm going to. Yeah, like I said, so when I came to South Africa, everything was you know, like it was different. The culture, everything was different from where I'm coming from back home, Nigeria. You know, the greetings, I have to try to start adapting the way they greet, you know, the way their culture is. So yeah, from there, so I think I stayed like a couple of weeks, like I think a week or 2 weeks before I started going to my brother's salon. It wasn't a big salon. It wasn't a big salon. It's just a small, tiny salon. You know, it wasn't a big salon. I was even thinking that, you know, when I'm going to come to South Africa, you know, that the salon is big and stuff. Because back home, when we are back home, whenever he calls, we always wanted to demand money from him, you know, because of his stays in South Africa, he might be doing well. But actually, I'm not going to lie to you, things are not that, will I say, like the mindset that we have about the level where he is was not actually where he is when I came. You understand? It was the same hustling that everyone does out there, because as a foreigner, when you come in a no man's land, it's not easy for you to start from there, scratch and grow up. You understand? So when I met him, where the salon was, there was no ceiling, there was a roof. It was a garage. There was no ceiling, there was only a roof. It was not tiled, it was cemented. So when I came, he had only just two mirror with a small